We are now in round 3 of the silver bracket. Round 3 of the silver bracket, these are beers who have lost 1 time. And now we have an interesting matchup. Czech Budweiser, or Budvar, or Czechvar, against American Budweiser, or as it's known in Europe, Bud. This is a Czech Pilsner with 5% ABV, and this is an adjunct lager with 5% ABV. I've reviewed these two before in a blind taste test, and Budvar has won. Now, mixed them up, open my eyes, I still don't know which is which. But looking at these two, I can see this one is producing more carbonation, more bubbles coming up, with a little bit more of a head on top. I don't know if this is Budweiser or the Czech Budweiser. But let's just start drinking and see. That's got kind of a dull taste to it. It's good, but it's a little weak. It's subdued. Probably Budweiser or Bud. Interesting. Similar. A similar taste. Very similar. Although it didn't quite have the dullness that this one did. So I'm going to chase this one with this one and see what happens here. So I was expecting this to be watery tasting compared to this, but it wasn't the case. They were about the same. I got to tell you, these beers are very evenly matched. Now I'm going to chase this one with this one. As I said, I think this one has a bit of a sweeter flavor to it than this one. Slightly more bitter, maybe due to the hops, maybe because it's a Pilsner, and Pilsners are lagers which are use a different hops, a little bit more stronger hop version, different yeast. But, I could be wrong. This could be the Pilsner, and I'm just not detecting it correctly. I don't know. This one seems to have a finishing flavor that this one's lacking. And maybe it's due to the rice adjunct. I don't know. But typically what I found with these adjunct lagers is the finish is dry, but that's not the case with either of these. So I'm not sure if I was tasting rice in there or not. Whereas this one, I believe, I'm getting some bitterness from hops in here. It is a bit stronger beer. Now, this one was watery. Finishing up on that one. So, I'm kind of leaning towards this one. But, let me do the opposite now. Yeah, this one has more bite to it. More bitterness. Definitely a stronger flavor. This is sweeter. I'm going to pick this one. And it is the Czech Budweiser. This was a close one. Now, I know most people hate Budweiser because it's Anheuser-Busch and it's a huge corporation and they're more worried about making money than producing good beer. But this isn't a bad beer. In fact, all through high school, pretty much through high school, this is all I drank. So, this is going to continue on in the silver bracket, and Budweiser is going down to the bronze bracket, where I think it'll do pretty good because it wasn't bad. Maybe just a tad bit sweet, just a tad bit too sweet. And it didn't have that dryness or sawdusty finish that I've detected in a lot of other adjunct lagers. But, well, we'll see how it goes. So, stick around, You never know what's going to happen.